now have over 20. What do you say about the quality of the graduates that are being churned out now?
I think the problem starts even before the graduates in the world. In our times, the best students will become teachers.
The best students in the past will become teachers.
Will become a teacher. But at the moment, that is different. Teaching is just, by the way, if you can't do anything else, right, you go and teach, which is unfortunate. And then this also affects the level of the quality of education you give to the students, secondary school, at the university. Sometimes these days I find graduates who can't write a sentence of English. Or you cannot see if you say give him, you find he cannot write something.
And he's got a degree.
And he's got a degree. But in the old say, the old ways also cannot be said to because by then we are really few.
Right.
We are very few. We are very few. The population was very, very small. But now Uganda is about 30 million people.
Yes.
Therefore, the university should be many. But that should not compromise the quality and standard. But as I said, teaching profession now doesn't attract the best way.
Right.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Let's talk about the diaspora. We have a lot of people in the diaspora. We try to attract them, to get them involved at the East African level, even for other issues governments in the level.
That the coordinated person, not yet, to attract the diaspora on East African basis. That one I wouldn't tell that we have done that. But our main concern in integration has been, first of all, to bring us together, to agree that integration is the strategic goal for the future. And I think now that one has been overcome. In the region, we are no longer debating whether integration is the way forward or not. I think that one has been settled. We said yes, integration is the way forward.
Right.
What we have is how and how fast and which areas we tackle. I think that's what we have now at the moment, which I think to me is a step forward in 10 years to bring about 5 countries together. Because by integrating, we are ceding power to the center. It's a new entity creating, we call it African Community.
Yes.
And that takes a lot of time because you are talking of maybe Parliament losing this, maybe the President is no longer having all the power. So, on the way I think it is, we're doing well that, for me, my satisfaction is that we all agree integration is the way forward.
Right.
That one is a big.
It's a big plus.
Yes.
But this attracting people from the diaspora, is it practical? Uganda tried it in 1991, the early 90s. They had this talk-chat program attracting people like Frank Mwine came back, Pascal Mkasalelait and other people came back. Is it practical? Many of them were frustrated and had to go back.
That's true.
We do have the capacity to pay them more and to sustain, to keep them around. Dr. Frank Mwine asked for things that we couldn't give them.
That is true, because but also we need to even retain the manpower we have before we attract the diaspora. I think the question is we should actually not have a hemorrhage of trained manpower getting out of the country. I think we should really look at retaining the ones we have. And now there is a debate because our president had said, why don't we have different conditions for different cadres? Different cadres depending on how we need them in the development of the economy.
Right.
Others have said, no, if you do some, not all, then there will be discrimination and all that, and there has been resistance from the public service.
Right.
But as far as some of us are convinced, we should really discriminate if you want.
Positive discrimination.
Yeah, to say that this type of cadres, we need them. Right? And therefore we should eliminate them for the time being. If, for example, you read the book about Singapore, from third world to first world, yes, they were delivering. Certain courses or certain trained manpower was given attractive terms so they don't leave Malaysia. And even those who are outside come back. Of course, the attracting diaspora is not only the salary, it is the condition in which you work also.
True.
The facility. Look at the facility.
Right.
Somebody comes here and finds the laboratories are not working, there are no reagents. Our famous power is always off and on. So sometimes it is these small things which actually make this diaspora people not come back.
Right. Look, I spoke to one of them who lives in the US, and Uganda lives in the US. He said to me, he drove to my house, which was not in a very bad place, and he said, I'm surprised at how you people live in this place because of the potholes and so on. And I lived in a posh place at that time, and he said it's not possible for him to actually live.
Of course.
This is Spectrum listeners on Radio 1. How can the East African community overcome the current challenge of human capital development as it embarks on self-sustainability? Our guest tonight is Honorable Eriya Kategaya, First Deputy Prime Minister, also Minister for East African Affairs. We'll be back after this break. Do stay with us. You'll also be able to contribute to this discussion.
Thank you for coming to the executive suite, madam. My name is Richard, your executive banker, and I'm here to handle all your banking needs.
Oh, really? Thank you. I noticed you don't have any queues here.
No, Mrs. Asio, we do not.
Oh, wow. You even know my name?
But of course, madam. Today we are offering you a current account with a Gold Visa debit card, home loans with attractive rates, Gold Visa credit cards, and unsecured personal loans.
All that for me?
Yes. In addition, we can offer you internet banking so that you can access our services from anywhere, even your home.
Oh, this is too much. What else will you give me now? Chai?
Experience executive banking at Stanbic Bank.
Excuse me, madam.
Ask about executive banking at your nearest branch or visit our executive banking suites in Nakasero Towers, Forest Mall at Lugogo, Garden City, Ntinda, Makerere, Mbarara, Mukono, Mbale, Lira, and Gulu. Stanbic Bank. Moving forward.
Hi, I've got just 30 seconds to list all the destinations in Africa served by Kenya Airways out of Nairobi. Abidjan, Accra, Addis Ababa, Bujumbura, Cairo, Cotonou, Dakar, Dar es Salaam.
He's never going to make it. Kenya Airways covers 70% of all destinations in Africa alone and several more worldwide. If you're starting from Uganda, there is no rush because Kenya Airways operates the most frequencies every day from Entebbe to the hub in Nairobi. So you can pick up any of these connections at your own convenience.
Johannesburg, Kigali, Kinshasa, Lagos, Lilongwe, Lusaka, Lubumbashi.
Kenya Airways, the pride of Africa.
Sebo, time's up. Malabo, Mauritius, Mombasa.
The art of crafting a jewel as experienced by the brewmaster.
Under the exacting international standards at Nalbury's, he uses only the finest, most carefully selected grains of roasted crystal malt and sets in motion the delicate process of releasing their full roast. The result is a world-class beer with a fresher aroma, a richer golden color, and a maltier taste. It isn't every day that you find yourself with a precious jewel in your hand and the distinction of having produced it as well.
Nile Gold Crystal Malt Lager. Beyond an ordinary malt.
Spectrum on Radio 1 FM 90 is brought to you by Stanbic Bank.
Welcome back on Spectrum. Tonight we're asking the question, how can the East African community overcome the current challenge of human capital development as it embarks on self-sustainability? Our guest tonight is Honorable Eriya Kategaya. We're privileged to have him. He's the first Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Affairs. You'll be able to call him shortly. Honorable Kategaya, you are organizing a fundraising for ex-students, alumni of the University of Dar es Salaam. Can you give us some details on this, in the context?
Well, first of all, Dar es Salaam was part of East African University at our time. It was actually a college. Like Makere was a college, Nairobi was a college. Now, we are going to be 50 years old this year.
The Dar es Salaam University.
The Dar es Salaam University. So as something to commemorate, we are going to build what they call a student center. The university now has more day students than students who are staying at the university. And I'm told when they come from town to the university, they have nowhere to stay, they have nowhere facilities for study, to do their preps and any work. So we are going to put up a student center where the day students can go and do their work, wait for their lectures, or do their homework. Then there will be facilities like banking, all sorts of amenities for the students. As part of the 50 years of existence. So the fundraising started in Tanzania. They have done that one. And in here they have said one of the alumni is the president of this country.
President Museveni went to the university.
Yeah, they gave her the university.
Right.
So he's organizing a luncheon on the 16th.
Of this month?
Yeah, next weekend on Saturday.
Right.
I think starts about 12 o'clock.
What is it?
It is going to be in Entebbe State House.
Oh, it's in State House.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and for the alumni and friends of alumni, we are saying that each alumni who comes, the minimum is 200,000 shillings.
So you for a ticket you pay 200,000.
Yes. But there are various categories.
Right.
But the basic
minimum is 200.
Minimum 200,000 shillings. And we want to raise our part to contribute to what the international counterparts have done.
What's our part? What do you want as alumni? How much do you want to target?
Oh, depends as much as we can, because I think the cost is about $10.3 million.
That's the amount of money required for the center.
For the center.
Yes.
And I think Tanzania has raised about $1.3 million.
Yes.
Which is about 1.3 billion. So we shall see what we can reach.
Right.
And so we want to go as high as well.
Okay, so how does one, the alumni, how many of them do you have here to begin with?
I was looking at the list. We are about 600 who have gone through that university.
Okay.
And we have some prominent people in this country who have gone through the university.
Could you drop some names?
Vice President is from there.
Edward
Sekandi, the Chief Justice Odoki,
yes,
who is the alumni of the school. Justice Ogola, who was the principal judge, is one of them. I'm one of them. And the others are somewhere in town. Because Dar es Salaam was specializing in law when we were at East African University.
Right.
That was our specialty there.
Okay, and how do they get there? How do you contact them? And
we have been advertising in the newspapers, Monitor, Vision, radio, as we are helping just now to do it.
Yes.
Which I'm thankful for. We have used the television stations. We have telephoned the people by telephone, even word of mouth. And we have opened a bank account. I've forgotten the number, but we have an account with Housing Finance.
You have a bank out at Housing Finance? So if someone walked in there and asked for that account, they can deposit money on it?
Absolutely.
How about other well-wishers? Maybe people who married summer students, men or women?
We have also asked the presidents to extend invitation to those things about. But if you have any other well-wishers, definitely their contribution is welcome.
And you might have parents whose children are in Dar es Salaam University at the moment. So it's not just alumni.
And we are also calling Japan, not only Ugandan alumni, but even all alumni who are in Uganda, whether from Kenya or from Tanzania. We have contacted the Tanzania High Commission, the Kenya High Commission, to give us the name of the people who are in Dar es Salaam and they are resident now in Uganda. I think the account number should have been out. Well, it should not at least by tomorrow.
But at least they can go to the bank and ask for it.
Housing Finance.
And they'll be able to bank the money there. And this dinner, how do they get online? How do they get in? If they want to come for the dinner, which
it is a luncheon.
The luncheon, pardon me. So it's a luncheon on Saturday, next Saturday, the 16th of July. And if they want to come for this lunch, how do they get there? Do they come to you? Where do they go to get a card?
Others have told us they have contacted us, and we are going to time around to be having cards for this function. But even if they come to Entebbe, we shall have some people there to
at the gate. So someone can really basically walk and identify themselves with this.
Yes.
Okay, so apart from these students that you want to establish at Dar es Salaam University, what else is what other challenges do they have? apart from this center that you want to, the student center that you have to build, what is the state of, Makerere used to have a glorious state. It used to be called the Harvard of Africa. Then later the tiles became old and alongside other things, and it seemed to have lost its glory. How is Dar es Salaam? Did it retain its glory?
Dar es Salaam at one time had gone down, but recently when I was there, they are picking up. Of course, the facilities, we are not matching the numbers of the students they have now, the student population. Take, for example, the library is still an older library that I saw in our time. And we were there 67, 70, that's a long time.
Right.
So
40 years.
So the library facilities are not up to this time. But they have now picked up building, they are constructing new facilities.
Right. Okay, let's go back a little bit. We'll talk about this a little bit more as we hear from them. Let's talk a little bit about the Inter-University Council. At the East African Community, you set up this organization to look at issues of harmonizing standards in the quality and cooperation among universities. It's called the Inter-University Council of East Africa. How can it help with dealing with some of these issues that we're looking at now, for instance?
No, they are part of the process.
Yes.
They're in the process to link up with the universities, administration, in harmonizing the syllabi, curricula, and they are also helping in placing students from, let's say, from Uganda to Dar es Salaam, or from Dar es Salaam to Uganda. Actually, the two countries which have been exchanging students consistently receive the community between Uganda and Tanzania.
Right.
You know, Kenya has a different system of, I think, 844.
They've had it for long.
But now they are trying to overcome that.
And it seems Rwanda wanted to adopt the Kenyan standard as well, 844 at some stage.
But I think they should continue what we have.
The Ugandan one. All right, listen.
So the University Council is part of that process.
Okay. This is Spectrum listeners on Radio 1. The question tonight, how can the East African community overcome the current challenge of human capital development as it embarks on self-sustainability? Our guest tonight is Honorable Eriya Kategaya, First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Affairs. You can call in now on numbers 0414 348 111, 0312 260 390, 0791 909 909. When you call in, please tell us your name and where you are calling from. Honorable Kategaya, even as we wait for the callers, we know, let's pray a little bit. We know that next year the East African Community plans a common monetary union. Is that feasible? Is it still online? Is it?
It is on the agenda. Started with the meetings of the central banks. Now
they met in Nairobi last week.
Oh, there have been a series of meetings.
Right.
Nairobi, Dar es Salaam.
We have a caller. Let's take that caller now. Spectrum, hello.
Hello.
Yes, your name?